Alright guys, another day, another lab breakdown. This time we are in round 3 of the Toyota GR Super Sport Concept Grand Prix special event. The track is Coastal Ice, I think. Yeah, Greenland Coastal Ice. And the car is at 2-star rank with overclock applied. So let's start with the breakdown. Okay, so this map is really straightforward. I mean, I've made references for this map plenty of times on the channel, and this one is no different. So at the start, right around this part, this icy, I don't know, this blob of ice, I start to drift right around here. Now I could have taken this a lot sharper if I started drifting just a little bit early, but this will do. What we are trying to achieve here is a full bar of nitro. So as I'm coming out of the corner, I ensure that once I have a full bar of nitro, I will cancel my drift, and just as I do that, I apply shockwave. I press the A button and the right button, but just apply shockwave basically. This, keeping a nice and tidy racing line through this section. Now I will get a perfect run here, given that I have not hit any walls or any barriers at the start. This is very useful nitro for the upcoming ramp. So I just like barely scrape the wall, right? I will try to be on the inside line as much as possible. And once I am on this ramp, okay, I don't want to spin once I'm off the ramp. I want to spin on the ramp like this. However, like I feel that I could have done this section a bit better, because like as you see, like given the poor nitro capacity of this car, I run out of nitro mid-air. And I mean, I've said this plenty of times before, that running out of nitro mid-air is almost always bad, but there's nothing we can do about it. So like this was the official run and I was logged in, so like this. Now one thing you need to ensure is that you spin towards the left side. Okay, you want to spin anti-clockwise, and that is because spinning anti-clockwise the way I did will allow you to land at a perfect angle, facing at the perfect angle to continue this race. Like you don't want to spin in the clockwise direction, because like it will put you at a worse angle and it will ruin your run. So once I do, I ensure that I initiate a drift and I start spamming nitro punches. What I'm actually doing is more like a nitro braking effect after landing in a drift. Some of you guys who have been watching me for a long time, you probably have already watched the floaty drift guide that I posted on my channel a few months back. The knowledge that uh, you gain from that video is pretty useful in this particular section. So yeah, so what I will do now is, going off this ledge part, I will apply orange nitro, and once I do land, I start pressing nitro and brake button in quick successions like that. Now this is allowing me to save a part of that airspeed, delay the transition that happens when a car lands on the ground from the air, and the transition that occurs from the airspeed back to the ground speed. We're trying to delay it as much as possible, saving as much of that airspeed as we can, like that. Now once we are at this part, this icy part, this is when I start to drift, and making sure that my car is like right on this line, I start drifting full tilt towards the left. Now this, while we are drifting this on this turn, it will give us a perfect run right at the exact time, assuming that I have not hit any walls or barriers up until now. It's very important, guys. So once I do get a perfect run, one very important thing that I do here is I cancel my drift. I align my car in a straight line, and that's when I apply shockwave. So this makes sure that I do not end up wasting a ton of nitro. My car doesn't end up. My car does actually end up gripping firmly with the ground, and I make the most out of the shockwave nitro like this. 310 is fine. I've done some attempts where I reached 320 just with the shockwave. I mean, this was no different, to be honest. This section was really good. So again, quick spins towards the left, towards the right, doesn't really matter. I did it towards the left like this, performing a rail ride. Now, for those people that can't really pull this off, even after like a million practice attempts, uh, honestly, why complicate things so much? Not everybody is playing in tier 1. Most of you guys watching are probably in like tier 3, tier 4, tier 5, or like me, sandbagging into tier 2. What you can do is just take this normally. You don't really have to bother yourself with, performing speed tricks like this if you are not comfortable. Some people are just trying to enjoy the game, and I understand that. So this section was really good. Once, like right before I landed my car, I make sure to press the brake button once so that it stops spinning as soon as it lands, like that. Quick dash of nitro braking again, just to conserve that airspeed as much as possible. Now, right as I collect this nitro bottle, I make sure that the rightmost part of my car is clipping in this nitro bottle, and this is when I start drifting towards the left. Full tilt, by the way, giving maximum steering input up until now. But then I start to tweak it a little bit so that I don't end up hitting this wall towards the left. Now, same thing again. I cancel my drift like this. I cancel my drift, align my car in a straight line in a split second, and that's when I apply shockwave. But the shockwave is also for a split second because up until this part, we are going to get another perfect run like this, and bam. Even though like the perfect run was not necessary because like I did not utilize all of my nitro, you just want to give a small dash of nitro. And I think that this perfect run will be especially useful for people that have this car at 1 star. I keep drifting again, full tilt towards the right. I started drifting at the perfect moment. Now again, same thing. Cancel the drift, align your car in a straight line, and shockwave up until this part. Right, there's this rough dirt patch, and right before this part, I start drifting again, like this, towards the left. Steering, counter steering, trying to ensure that I'm maintaining a nice and smooth racing line. I'm doing that. Again, same thing. Cancel my drift right here. As you can see, I press the brake button once, align my car in a straight line, and bam, shockwave. Ensuring the most optimal exit out of the corner. At least, I mean, for this try. Also, yeah, around this part, you also get another perfect run. So I just spam nitro here. And then there's another thing that I have been teaching in my reference videos, my live streams, and my nitro brake guide. So the trick that we are going to pull off here is called as reverse nitro brake. And basically we are pressing the brake button in a straight line. We are pressing the brake button and then the nitro button for a split second. So it's basically brake and then nitro. So this ensures that I gain a bunch of nitro without losing any speed or hardly any speed at all. Now, taking this ramp at a good angle is necessary because like you want 2 barrel rolls. I think like 1 barrel roll will be slower, slightly slower. 2 barrel rolls are always better, guys. So yeah, once I land, again, same thing, nitro braking, easy peasy, job well done. And this was actually an official run, so it's a pretty good lap, I think. Anyways, that's about it. See ya.